ago, 2 years ago, some of our legislators, they're not quite sure either. Would you believe this? They actually in Parliament asked, so is prostitution legal or what, you know? And the answer from the Minister of State for Law was, yes, it is legal in Singapore.
Singapore had always been told to be a very sanitized, boring place where there was a lot of control and so forth. And we wanted to show the rest of the world that Singapore was like any other country. You know, it had the same factors that drove it. The people were no different. They were as red-blooded as the next bloke on in the other countries. And so we wanted to do a tour that showed the other side of Singapore and showed its more surprising side, one where you get a perspective on prostitution.
They were called karaoke-san, kara being the Japanese term for China, okay? And then later on, it took the connotation of any Japanese girl who left Japan to work overseas. Inside the harbour, concealed in there, many stories of abuse and violence, and often for these girls, it is a dead-end job. The only way to get out was death.
So it exists, but it's never something that which will be seen as a tourist attraction. And I suppose that's what surprised people when we actually started these tours, that we saw it as an opportunity to understand and appreciate. Not in a sleazy way, but in a way where, you know, you can understand the society.
There is the sign number 4 and 4B, right? Okay. Now in between there's a yellow signboard.
I think the biggest surprise is that it's actually legal in Singapore. Whenever you hear stories about Singapore, it's perfectly clean. It's illegal to chew gum or spit it on the floor and stuff like that. But yeah, you come on this tour and it opens it all up, and you realise that exactly, yeah. You think it's all about the shopping and just the high rise, but actually there's a whole other side, the dark side of Singapore kind of thing. So.
I think like everything, no, I had no idea. You just think it is brought up on the mega malls and the shopping, and, you know, just the fact that it was a city of industry and bringing, you know, shipping and receiving, not one of prostitution and opium and all these things.
The girls in turn carry health cards that require them to go for regular checkups, medical checks, yeah, okay. So this is more for containment, and we read that last year, every 3 nights at these places, there were 2 raids. So they raid them rather regularly to ensure that the girls who are working inside, they are of not just consensual age. Consensual age is 16, right? But they're at least 18.
Hello? Can you fix that?